Now we are being given clues and asked to find the equation of the parabola. Now let's start by drawing a very quick picture of what's happening here. If we go out to 5, 3, that will be where the focus is located. If we go to 3, 3, that is where the vertex is located. So we know, just based upon this picture, that since the curve wraps itself around the focus, this is going to open to the right. This is not a function, and therefore this parabola will be of the form x, not x, y minus k quantity squared is equal to 4p times x minus h. Now, we already know the values of h and k from the vertex itself. So we can begin to write y minus 3 squared equals, skip over the 4p for a moment, times x minus 3. Now, looking at the picture, the value of p is the distance from the vertex to the focus. So p in this problem is equal to 2, which we can now substitute in to our formula. 4 times p, 4 times 2 becomes 8, and then this second line is the equation of the parabola having those features. Now we want to complete the square to put these in standard form. So let's begin with this first problem, and let's group the x's and y's separately. So we will have 16y squared minus 56y, leave a blank, minus 16x, let's actually go equals 16x minus 81 on the right. That will give us the completed square on the left and the rest on the right. Let's, on the left, factor out 16. We will have y squared minus, 16 doesn't go into 56. So we probably should go off to the side and say, what is 56 divided by 16? And if we divide by 8 over 8, we get 7 over 2. So this will be minus 7 halves y, leave a blank, close parentheses, equals 16x minus 81. Okay, now we need to do the cut in half square routine. So negative 7 halves is going to cut in half to negative 7 fourths, which in turn will square to 49 sixteenths, which we're going to add in that blank. Well, that's not 49 sixteenths because there's a 16 out front that distributes to it. It's really a 49 that we've added to the left, so 49 should be added to the right hand side also. When we complete the square, the left side becomes 16 times y minus 7 fourths squared equals, on the right, 16x minus 32. Now I want to factor the 16 out on the right. That will give me 16 times y minus 7 fourths quantity squared equals 16 times x minus 2. We want our squared term on the left not to have a leading coefficient, so we're going to divide through by 16 on each side, and conveniently we have a nice neat 16 on the right, so we have y minus 7 fourths quantity squared is equal to 1 times x minus 2. Okay, we see that y is squared. That tells us the parabola opens either left or right, with a positive value of p, which tells us this will open to the right rather than to the left. So I'm going to draw a quick sketch of the orientation of the problem. Now for part A, we've already done that. That really is find this equation. For part B, they want us to identify the vertex. Well, the vertex can be found at 2, 7 fourths. Notice that I go with the 2 on the right first because I've got the x on the right hand side of the equation. I know that 4p is equal to 1, and therefore p p is equal to 1/4, and I will be going 1/4 unit to the right to go from vertex to the focus. So the focus 1/4 unit to the right takes me to 2 1/4, which is 9 1/4, 9/4, comma 7/4. And the directrix is going to be a vertical line, therefore it will be x equals, and it will be 1/4 to the left of 2, which puts it at 7/4, and x equals 7/4 will be the directrix.